Welcome. This isn't your average movie podcast. We go where no man has gone before.
You know what I'm craving? A little perspective.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Say something, goddammit! You're on television! You're live to the whole world!
Join us as we review movies new and old. You're tuned into Lupo's Cinema Symposium.
Class is in session, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the greatest movie podcast in the history of anything ever. This is Lupo's Cinema Symposium. I am your host with the most, Lupo, aka Jim. I'm joined as always by my two favorite movie watchers in the whole wide world, Christian and Robbie. Guys, how we doing?
Good. Very good.
Pretty good.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. And for this episode of Lupo Cinema Symposium, we watched the movie Memento. Memento is a 2000 American psychological thriller film written and directed by none other than Christopher Nolan, based on the short story Memento Mori by his brother Jonathan Nolan, which was later published in 2001. The film stars Guy Pearce, Carrie Ann Moss, and Joe Pantaleo.
Pantanello.
There you go. Close enough.
I believe.
Follows Leonard Shelby, a man who suffers from anterograde amnesia, resulting in short-term memory loss and the inability to form new memories. He uses an elaborate setup of photographs, handwritten notes, and tattoos in an attempt to uncover the perpetrator who killed his wife and caused him to sustain the condition. So there's a lot of avenues, a lot of roads open before us to discuss different parts of the film. I'll leave it up to you guys as always to tackle this wherever you so choose.
Well, I think Christian wanted to hear your thoughts first this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Jim, like as far as well, let me just say this, I guess, and then we'll go to Jimmy, because like this is a movie I've seen like probably 4 or 5 times, and anytime somebody asks me about this movie, it's like I struggle to remember anything about it, and like I can never keep track of like watching this now. It was like watching it for the first time again, which is a good thing, but also it's like weird because it's like I've seen this so many times. Why can't I remember like what's happening? So Jim, like, were you able to like follow it fully, or was it still kind of like weird?
I was able to follow the whole thing, and just from the outset, I just want to credit the massive effort that must have been involved with like editing this, because it's basically a movie kind of played backwards in a way. So shout out to the editing team on whoever made that movie, because it could have very easily gone sideways and just been really confusing. Because like even when you look at the Wikipedia, somebody actually made like a fucking timeline photo of how it kind of keeps jutting back and forth. I really like the movie. I like the way that it's set up. I like the broken nature of it all, just because it really drives home kind of the way that you're supposed to relate like to the main character, just because some scenes will kind of like play like basically like things will happen and then you kind of go back a little bit to see kind of how some details in that scene kind of worked out, and it's always chopping back and forth. I really like it. I don't really know many movies like it. I was talking to Christian before we hit the recording button. I was saying it was like using the word like really heavily there. It's like Fight Club in a way, where you have like a protagonist that kind of isn't like you're walking along the movie with him, and he has kind of like a broken perspective on the world around him. So you kind of have to like rediscover things, like the dude in Momentum. You kind of rediscover everything. Like you have
He's an unreliable
yeah,
narrator.
that, but
Yeah.
it's also
Yeah.
it creates
Yeah.
a sense of confusion in this
Mhm.
movie where it's like every scene you almost are like when some scenes start playing back to each other, you're kind of like, where am I right now? Like I think the movie takes place over 3 days, right?
Yeah, I
Yep.
believe so.
Yeah, I was
And it
starting to
is
get a
weird.
little
It is
like
confusing. Like I feel like when I first watched it, that was the hardest thing to like figure out is like when is he? But there is always like the more I watch it, the more there is always like some little detail that's like places you and like but
Yeah.
on the first watch it's very hard to pick all that stuff up.
It's
Um
funny. Nolan likes to do that.
yeah.
Because if you watch like my mind is immediately drawn to like Dunkirk. Um, he likes to play with time in a weird way sometimes.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, I
with
think I think this movie set him like it's like an obsession at this point. It's like not every movie, but like a big chunk of his movies. Um, it all there's so much of what he does that like you can draw back to Memento. Like even with
yes,
Oppenheimer, with like the black and white to differentiate the old from like the quote unquote present. Um, or like actually I think that was more like you're seeing an objective point of view versus subjective, but
hmm
either way, just to differentiate it, like all those little things, you kind of get stuff like that in every one of his movies. um but yeah, I mean, I love the movie. Like I Christian, where would you rank it as far as just Nolan movies?
Oh man, I was gonna ask you this, and I don't have an answer ready.
I think I
Um,
do have an answer.
this is up there for me, to be quite honest. I think this was like my first like foray into Nolan films, really. I had seen this before I saw Inception, actually, and
Wow.
they were yeah. Well, maybe not. I mean, I might have seen the Batman movies first. I'm not quite sure, but like either way,
I I
I
definitely saw
enjoy this.
Batman first.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably did too. I enjoy this movie a lot. Like this it's probably it's top five for sure. I don't know where I would put it in that order, but it's definitely top five.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like I definitely like Interstellar and Inception, and then Oppenheimer more. Those three more. But then outside of those three, I think it's probably the next
This is
one, if not The Dark Knight or something. But
so like mine's
it's
definitely like
so good.
Oppenheimer, The Prestige,
Yeah.
and then I'm not sure because I fucking love The Prestige. I think that's like my favorite Nolan film, actually.
The thing I love about Memento though is like it feels so because his movies just keep ballooning and getting bigger and bigger. It feels so different than all his other movies. And
Yeah,
like on one hand, I kind of wish like I could get another movie like that that's just like smaller, more contained story. But like he's also like single-handedly like keeping like box office alive, you know. So it's like you can't really undo that, you know. But
this is a movie that
maybe one day.
made him big, I believe.
I don't think so. So
No,
it got him Batman. So in
yeah,
that
well,
way, I think yeah, but
yeah.
Batman is really, I mean, that's what made him a more of a household name. And then I think um,
I actually never
there's
saw
the string of movies
Insomnia.
with yeah, I hate Insomnia. It's the one movie of his I don't like. Um, and he didn't write that; he just directed it.
His
So
brother didn't write it either, right?
no, no, I don't think so. I think it was based on like a book or something. He was basically a gun for hire on that movie. Um, and even though the cast is interesting, I think it's Pacino.
It's
I
yeah.
don't like it, but
It's
um,
Pacino like about to slide out of like '90s Pacino into 2000s Pacino.
I think Robin Williams is in that too, isn't he? Or am I
Yeah,
thinking of
he is.
somebody else?
Nope,
He is.
nope, he
Yeah,
is.
he's the bad guy.
Hilary Swank.
Yeah,
I can't remember anybody else.
yeah. I didn't
I've
like
never
it.
seen it.
Um, but yeah, so I think Memento, like, more retroactively, like, I think in filmmaking circles, I'm sure it was like a big movie for him. But as far as like, it was more as far as like general population, like I think it was retroactively people went back to it and kind of were like, "Wow, this movie's crazy."
Yeah, yeah. It's he like him doing a noir movie seems like very right and fitting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think I mean that aspect of it. You think about it, it's like that's probably what they saw and made them want to give him Batman because like Batman, you could see like that kind of element to it, even though he doesn't really. I wouldn't. His movie's not like noir heavy like his Batman movies, but um, I could see that being a reason why they liked him for it.
Yeah, for sure. Every time, every time I watch this movie, I forget that Christian Bale is in it.
I feel like you're gonna. There's a joke. There's a second part. There's a second portion here. That's a joke. What is it?
There isn't one.
Oh well, he's not in it. You're just lying for fun.
I love rage baiting my friends.
Now he's in it. I have it tattooed on my chest. Christian Bale is in this movie.
So he is. So let me ask you this because I feel like I know, but I also am not sure. At the end, he's like basically confronting that like he's basically lying to himself or something.
Mm.
But is that just a lie, another lie from that guy, or is it actually like Sammy Jenkins didn't have a wife and all that stuff? Like, how much of that do you think is true?
Oh my god, I don't know. Also, I want to bring this up before well, like, hold on. No, let me answer the question. I don't know. I always kind of thought that Sammy and um Teddy may have been the same person.
Who's Hetty? I'm trying to remember.
Teddy.
Oh, Teddy. Oh. Okay.
Like, there's no like actual justification for that. It's just like I guess like a fan.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be an interesting twist. And Teddy basically says he was a con man,
yeah.
So it's like if he was, he would know.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Also, I've seen that guy who plays Sammy in exactly 2 movies. It's this
Yeah.
and Groundhog Day.
No, he's in a bunch of stuff. I recognize him.
He is like
I'm
I'd have
just
to
trying
go
to
back,
think.
but every time I
Yeah.
see that dude, I'm like, it's Ned Ryerson,
Yeah, that's right. That's what he is. Yeah. He
Needle
is.
Nose Ned the Head, Ned Ryerson. Bing! I did the whistling belly button trick at the talent show. Ned Ryerson. Bing! Got the shingles senior year, didn't graduate. Ned Ryerson. I don't. And every time I see him in this like really serious movie, I almost get thrown out of it.
He's very good though because it's like he's so like he does that look of like innocent like surprise like fear like he does that so good it's like
Now,
uh
here's a question. Do you think this movie benefits from being told in the order that it's told?
yes
Yeah, okay, I agree. Have you
because
seen
I
it?
think if you didn't I feel like that's kind of again I don't want to sound nitpicky I don't want to be like because this is a great movie
I think so
um
too.
but if there's anything that like makes me like it less than some of those other movies it's that I think the the whole hook of this movie is how it's told. It's not necessarily that the story itself is that interesting. It
There's an
is interesting, but there's structure kind of it makes it more elaborate, than
There,
it is.
yeah, I agree. There is an option on the DVD to watch it in chronological order.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Oh.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I don't know about the Blu-ray. I've never had the Blu-ray. Maybe I should get it, but or the 4K. But
I kind of want to
um,
watch it that way just to
it
see,
is
but
so interesting. And again, it's not like it like the movie definitely does benefit, in my opinion, of being told in the way it's told. But it is interesting to watch it in chronological order. Jim, how long did it take you to realize that it was going backwards?
Um, at least halfway through the movie. Like I figured out what
that's
was
probably the same
happening.
for me the first time I watched it,
Yeah, definitely the
honestly.
Yeah.
first time I watched it.
I figured out there was something happening, especially when he met Natalie at the diner. And they show that scene like 3 different times of him kind of walking
Mhm.
up to her and like saying hey. I kind of realized that there was something going on here. I just thought it was more about like I thought the movie was trying to be more about like confusing you. Like I thought it was just trying to confuse me to like show you like what he has to deal with. And that's kind of like the effect of the movie. Like you have to think about like because they basically
I
tell
think
you what
if
happens in
you
the very beginning of the movie, and then like 2 hours have passed, and you're like, "Fuck, what did happen?"
it's interesting because like a lot of Nolan movies, I think it's better off if you just like go into it realizing that you have no idea of what's going to happen or what is happening, and just let the layers peel back. So like I can understand that.
Definitely, if I watch it again, this is a movie too that like maybe it's the way that Christopher Nolan makes movies. Because now that I'm thinking of all the movies that he's done, I know like Inception in particular, this applies really heavily to. If you're not, you cannot casually watch this movie. You need to be
Sit down and pay attention.
actively, yeah, invested in like I'm going to watch this movie, sit down and really focus on every second of the film to fully grasp it. I think not just grasp, but to like truly appreciate it for what it is, and to get the biggest and brightest picture, if you will, the clearest picture,
Mhm.
maybe. Um, because I was thinking about Inception too. It's been a really long time since I saw Inception, and I actually, I think I saw it with my family, and the very first time, and I was the only one that was like paying attention through that one, and then like halfway through the movie my family were all very confused on like so like what's happening here, why are they doing this, which layer are they in right now. I just remember getting a little
I'm
pissed
watching
off,
the
but
same movie you guys are.
yeah. Yeah, so it's like you gotta focus and pay attention, and I don't know how I started that rant, but yeah.
I agree, but I also kind of disagree. Like, I mean, of course, for any movie, like if you're not paying attention, like you're not going to get everything out of it that you should. And like for Nolan movies, especially, I feel like yes, like to get the best experience out of it and to get the most out of it, like paying it, like he rewards you for paying attention to details. Um, but I do feel like his movies are so well made, and maybe even less so Memento because it is so detail oriented, but like something like Inception, like you kind of, or even like Interstellar, like you kind of get the idea, even if you're not like fully understanding everything that's going on. You
Yeah,
get he's very good at like getting the premise across, explaining the premise in very simple terms, even if it's really complicated, in a way that's like easy to digest. So like I kind of agree, but I also kind of like
and
certain
also
parts.
like
I think that stuff applies to all movies. Like if you're not engaged with it, like of course you're not really gonna know or at least be interested in what's going on.
all that being said, like I think all Christopher Nolan movies benefit from being watched again. um,
Yeah.
Especially once you figure out like the big story beats, and then you can really maybe catch details you haven't caught before, and then it's like that big oh shit moment. They're so dense and packed with those. Like I have one written here that I had never noticed before. Just one. In the beginning, he says you learn to trust your own handwriting. Do you remember
Mhm.
that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then there's that picture of Natalie, um, where Teddy had told him not to trust Natalie, and he writes it down in different handwriting.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck. I was like, I never noticed that before.
Yeah, I don't think I noticed that now. Like now that you're saying that, I'll have to watch that again. Um,
It's just like
yeah,
one of those little moments where you're like, oh shit, I've been prestiged.
yeah. So like maybe like you're saying like he's maybe writing it wrong on purpose, so like
Yeah,
he's questioning
exactly.
it. Interesting. Huh.
I think it's also just like the setup of the scene too, because he already has the note to not trust Teddy, like already kind of on that one photo, and that's,
Yeah.
he looks at that as he's writing it in the other way on the other photo.
I really love that scene in the car. He's just trying to get him to leave.
Yeah,
But he's just and like this movie, the way it is, I feel like the it being backwards like it is so confusing. Like even now, I had literally just watched it, and I'm still trying to figure out like when did this happen versus this happen, and like so it's like
I like that aspect of it, to be honest. I
yeah,
don't know
I mean
why.
it is awesome, but at the same time, it like I wish like on my fourth watch I could just be like, you know, maybe I need to watch it in chronological order. Maybe that's what I'm missing.
Yeah,
Um,
I
yeah.
just this is like the movie that made me really like Christopher Nolan and like really dive into his movies a lot more.
See, I didn't see this. This is probably something I didn't see until after Interstellar, probably. So, like, I saw Batman Begins in theaters. That was the first movie of his I saw, and then all those Batman movies, and then Inception was really when I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna watch everything this guy does. Um, but it
So
took me a while to get to Memento.
for me it was this and and then I think this is probably maybe a little bit before Inception came, or I'm sorry, Interstellar came out, that I had watched this the first time around. That sounds about right, like early high school.
Yeah,
Yeah. Where I was like, oh, because I knew you were a big Inception
yeah,
person.
I was obsessed with Inception. I think that's
Yeah,
fair to
you
say.
caught you caught Nolan a little bit before me, I think.
Well, I still remember when like I saw Batman Begins in theaters, dude. That
Oh
was
yeah,
like
that
a
was fucking amazing.
very big deal for me. I mean, I saw that
That
instead of Star Wars. I had the choice. They were like, "You want to see Star Wars or you want to see that?" I'm like, "I'll see Batman. Fuck it."
Yeah, good call. I can remember seeing that one in theaters. I can really remember seeing the Dark Knight Rise, or the Dark Knight rather, the Dark Knight in theaters. I saw that like several times.
The Dark Knight, for whatever reason, I don't remember why. I never saw it in theaters. I had to wait until we got the DVD, and I watched the DVD at home. And you could barely hear anything because Nolan DVDs fucking suck.
They're just mixed terror with
Yeah,
Jim.
but
Like,
yeah.
what was you? This isn't your first Nolan movie.
no, I've seen Inception, Dunkirk, Oppenheimer, Batman.
Did you
You
see
never seen
Oppenheimer with us?
Interstellar?
No,
Yeah, he definitely saw Oppenheimer with us.
yeah, I saw it with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was one of the. I believe it was like the opening weekend, and we saw it at like 12 o'clock. So by the
yeah,
time we got out, it
Yeah.
was goddamn 3 a.m.
probably 3 a.m. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah. But what a
I did
good
that with
3 hours.
Tenet too. I love going to midnight movies. It's
Especially
the
Nolan,
best.
just go to IMAX to see a Nolan movie is so rewarding.
Well, I don't think we saw it in IMAX. I think we saw it in a Dolby theater. And to be honest, that
That's
was
even
awesome.
better.
Yeah, that was great. I like them just as much a lot of the time, to be honest.
I think I lean Dolby, but you know what? I'd have to fucking like watch the same movie back to back and like make them
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, it's hard to. I mean, IMAX is definitely a bigger screen, but I feel like it just depends. I don't know.
yeah.
But they're both good.
Yeah, but Nolan does make theater movies. That is the point of them. I feel like maybe not so much Memento though, but now like you go for like the theater experience. Like you said earlier, like they kind of ballooned up and like the spectacle is almost part of it.
Yeah. And he can't really back out of it now. Like he's
No.
kind of stuck. He's basically an industry himself.
Does that make you worried for like upcoming films for him?
Yeah, I've kind of like not on the pod, I don't think, but like with people, I've talked about the Odyssey.
Yeah.
And I am worried about it because it's not that anything looks actively bad. Like we haven't seen enough to really know, but I just get a lot of bad, well, not bad, but worried feelings about it. Like
This is going to be his last duel.
well, no, bro, don't even say that because that was a good movie. The Last Duel was fucking good, man. I like that movie.
Last duel was good, but you
Don't
know what I
hate.
mean.
Don't hate.
Where
But
people are like, "Oh, he's washed."
yeah. But like the Odyssey, I could see being like a spectacular failure a little bit because it's so like he's telling a myth, but he's known for like not being able to not make like a movie grounded. You know what I mean? Like even Batman, it's like he has to be like even when he tries to make it like a comic book movie, he eventually like reverts back to, kind of that grounded noir like Memento style. Like he's just that's what he. Well, I shouldn't say that because the sci-fi stuff, but like
Yeah.
even that stuff. Well, Interstellar is probably the one that sticks out. That's like not that way because even Inception does have that a little bit, even though it's kind of like high concept and stuff. It's like it does always feel very grounded.
Here's where I think
Visually, I should say.
it could succeed. Like look at Memento, look at The Prestige, look at Interstellar, any of his movies really that play with time in a weird way and tell a story in a non-linear way. The Odyssey is not told in a linear way like the book. Like it starts in the middle, if you remember, like from high school or whatever. If you ever read the Odyssey starts in the middle, goes back, and then tells the end. So I think Nolan could do that really well if he decides to do that, and I think it could benefit from that. So I think writing wise, I'm kind of hopeful for it being a good story.
Yeah, I don't have a counterpoint to that because I think you're right, but I just feel like you see with all these kind of movies are hard to make like
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
believable. You know what I mean? And lots of people have tried and failed, like lots of good directors, and it's just like
No, and I think you're right with like the myth part of it. Like, how is he
Mhm.
going to do this in a grounded fashion? Because Nolan is a grounded director.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see for sure.
I feel like wasn't Jimmy just talking about the Nolan movies he's seen?
Yeah.
So, what did you say, Jim? You've seen Oppenheimer. You've seen Inception. You
Uh-huh.
haven't seen Interstellar.
No, I've seen Dunkirk.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's one of them. I know everybody. I know you guys talk about how good that movie is. I just haven't. It's in the pool. It's in the movie pool.
And you
Have you
haven't
seen?
seen Tenet, which is
No.
probably fine. I fucking love Tenet, but
Yeah, it's a good movie.
it's not for everybody.
Back in the day, like way back in the day in like high school when we would like pull DVDs off your shelf or
Yeah.
Blu-rays, and you remember we would pull them off the shelf and like put them in piles of like maybe we'll watch this tonight, maybe
Yeah,
it was Tenet never got picked ever.
No.
Yeah. What else is there? Is there anything else you guys want to say about the movie? Or are we going into?
Retroactively, Guy Pearce has kind of been ruined for me, but yeah, okay, so I don't have
If
to
you know, you
explain.
know. If you
Yeah,
know, you know. No, and we don't even have to explain that one.
uh,
I would
but
like you to
I
explain it for me. I'm very
it's weird.
lost.
He's not in. He's like an A-lister, but like not in that many movies.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say he is an A-lister.
Really? I well, yeah,
He's
probably
like a
not.
very popular like film bro guy. So like
Yeah,
people like him, he's well liked, but I wouldn't say he's like well known, you know.
I will say I think he's a really good actor.
I do too. I think a lot of the goodwill is built from this movie though too. Cuz like
Yeah,
he really hasn't been in a lot, you know.
and I think he was in a version of Count of Monte Cristo, and then like L.A. Confidential in the '90s, right?
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, yeah. I was like, what else was he in? He's really good in that too.
He is.
Jimmy, to explain for you, there's a movie that came out recently where he's rapes a guy.
Oh.
So
Oh.
he's ruined.
Uh,
Can't look at him the same way.
I mean, Iron Man. Like, I guess he was in Iron Man 3, right?
Yeah,
Or am I
but that
tripping?
movie
Am I
was
tripping?
bad. That was
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah.
Was he in the other Shane Black movie, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or no? That's
My mind is like,
Downey and um. I'm thinking Russell
well,
Crowe, but I know that's wrong because that's the Nice Guys. Oh, it's Val Kilmer. That's who it is.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. You know what movie he's in? He's in the fucking Hurt Locker. I
Oh, I
always
hate
forget.
that movie too. It's
Yeah,
so boring.
I'm not a fan of that one, but like I forget that he's in it. It's a stacked cast for a movie I
Oh,
don't
he's in
like.
Prometheus. He's the old man. That's the
Oh,
best, man.
yeah, the
He's in
Wayland.
all the fucking CGI or prosthetics
He's
or whatever.
Wayland.
Yeah,
He's
he's the
Wayland
old man.
before Wayland Utani. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
yeah. He pops up in the
Uh,
oddest of places.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything more to say about Memento. It was good. I'm glad Jimmy watched it. I don't know, Jim. Like, did you get like how? I guess we'll find out when you rate it. But like, how much did you get out of this? Did you get anything out of it, or was it just kind of like whatever?
what do you mean, like getting anything out of it?
Like, how much did you like it? Like,
Oh,
I can't tell if you how much you liked it or not. You
I
know?
way like the movie.
Okay, you did like it.
Good, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen The
Yeah.
Prestige, Jimmy?
No.
We got to do that one day. I fucking love The Prestige, dude.
It will go in the pool.
And as much as we can say that his movies are grounded, that is definitely not a grounded Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
David Bowie cloning machine.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
do
that
love
one
that fucking
definitely
movie.
is. That and Interstellar are like the two that like are very.
Super high concept sci-fi.
Yeah.
Well, I mean they're all high concept, but
But
you,
it's
you know,
almost. I guess I kind of get it because it's like he's very. The whole idea of the Prestige is like, isn't it like, or no, that's Thor. I'm thinking of Thor. Where like they're trying to explain
science and
that.
magic are the same thing.
Yeah. I was like, what? That's from the Prestige, isn't it? No, it's definitely from
You
Thor.
you you totally missed the Michael Caine explaining the part where magic is a lie.
Yeah. I have to rewatch it. It's been a minute.
I see every time I rewatch that movie, I'm like, I've seen this. Why am I watching this? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie.
This is what Memento does to me, dude. My brain, I become Lenny, and I can't differentiate Thor from the Prestige.
Lenny. How many rooms are you renting right now?
Yeah, I
Two.
just my manager just
So
said
far.
to keep giving you rooms.
That
How many
part
we can
is
get
funny.
away with.
That dude also shows up in another Nolan movie,
Yeah,
right?
he eats
Isn't
the
he in
hot dog.
Batman?
He's eating the hot dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the bad cop or whatever.
Also, Jimmy, when you go to watch this a second time, the opening shot, you'll be like, "Ah, that's genius."
Mm.
When he's developing the photo and it like fades away and then goes back into the camera, the whole shot is backwards. The first shot.
My cream.
Yeah, it's weird that he works with so many people and then um, Guy Pearce really doesn't show up in any other Christopher Nolan projects.
Yeah, it's a shame because like you kind of think about who you'd like to see in a Nolan movie, and it's just like the list is long. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Michael Caine, Christian Bale, Leo.
yeah. Eventually, I feel like once they are the lead, he kind of moves on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like even Cillian Murphy, like that took a long time, but eventually he was the lead, and Matt Damon, same thing. Like he was the supporting a bunch. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cillian Murphy is in a lot of them. Now
yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
I think
Yeah.
he's in almost all of them except for Memento, and he's not in Interstellar.
Is he in Oppenheimer?
Oh, he's not in Tenet either.
I don't have that tattooed on my chest. I don't know. Hold on. I have to fucking scratch out Christian Bale.
Oh, he's not in the Prestige either. So he's in like half of them.
No.
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
Is
Just
he?
as many
He's
as
not in the
Michael.
Prestige.
Just as many as Michael Caine, pretty much.
Michael Caine, fucking. That's sad. He's too old, man. He
Yeah.
can't be in them anymore.
You added and this is the last I'll say about like anything, I guess, but you added a Michael Caine movie to the list of movies that fucking spun my head because I didn't think anyone else knew about it.
Well, we'll see if we get it. We'll see if we get it one day.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Closing thoughts, anybody?
Well, we want to give the ratings or whatever.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.5. Not quite a 5-star. I could probably be convinced if you twist my arm to give it 5, but like, it's not the it's just short. It falls just short of that for like. It's not a movie that like when I think of like movies that like connect with me like emotionally on like a very deep level. It's not one of those, but it's one of my favorite movies.
I also gave this 4.5, and I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Wow. Who would have thought? My memory is almost as bad as the Dune Memento, but has this been the first time on the podcast where we all give the same rating?
No,
I will be
it's
giving it
definitely
4.5
happened like
stars.
3. It's definitely happened like 4 times.
I
If I could give
think
it,
it only has happened once
Oh, really?
before. Yeah.
I
We'll
don't
have to
even
go back and
remember.
scrub for it.
if
I just know it's not the only time that it happened because I vividly remember Jimmy saying that exact same thing.
probably
Except for some other movie.
repeating our lives over and over again. Probably for Jack the Bear, we probably all give it the same rating.
That's the lost episode.
Did we never make that?
Put this.
Well,
Is this the
I
highest
don't
rated?
know. We watched
that we've. Is this the highest that we've all rated the same movie?
Now I have to like go through all the podcast.
like I've
episodes.
rated 5 stars.
Is
but
this
I don't...
is this a Lupo select?
Oh, that yeah. We could low key say that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of good movies I could see us getting.
We did. I think a lot of us did 4 for Heat. 4
Yeah.
stars. And I think what did we do for Fistful of Dollars?
I think I rated that pretty highly.
I did as well. So that might have been one
Harry,
we all did
Heat.
pretty high.
Which is funny because Heat. When you talk about Heat and Nolan, that's an interesting thing.
Mm. What do we give Hot
But-
Fuzz?
I gave that 4 probably.
Hmm.
Sounds about right. I don't.
I know-
This is why I have a letterbox because I can't remember. everything.
Yeah, same. It's honestly like the best thing anybody's ever created because like I can just go back and like not only can I see my rating, I can see like what I wrote about it and I'm like, oh, that's what I thought. I remember now. It like helps jog your memory.
We all gave Hot Fuzz 4.5. So
Oh, so there you go. That's another another select.
another Lupo select.
Let's go.
That's select silver though, because it's not 5 stars. It's
Yeah.
It's 4.5. So it's a silver. We'll give a select gold one day.
We will. But we have to pick a good movie for it.
Yeah. Speaking of, while we go pick our next movie, if you guys want to yap about movies you've seen, also for the people at home that are watching live, click the link tree down below for all of our other podcasts and follow us on the various podcasting platforms. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to set this up.
I think I talked about some of the ones I saw recently last time. I don't know that I've seen anything. I saw 2 movies I didn't like, and if I did talk about them last time, you can stop me. I saw The Toxic Avenger, which I was expecting to kind of like, and
the newest one, right?
Yeah, and it seemed like I would like it, and then it kind of just kept going, and I was like, oh, this is nothing. It's just like total fucking nothing burger of a movie that's just like weird and that's like all there is to it, you know. Then I saw a movie that was also bad, but it was like interesting bad in that like It's called We Bury the Dead. It stars Daisy Ridley, and it was really intriguing. It has great reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and I watched it, and it's like one of the least exciting zombie movies. It's a zombie movie. One of the least exciting zombie movies I've ever seen. They fight maybe like two zombies the whole movie. The movie is about her getting back to her husband, who, spoiler, like was cheating on her or whatever, and she knew about it, but she kept trying to get to him anyway. And it's like, it's just like, what are we doing, man? Like, why even make this a zombie movie? The zombies are so like inconsequential to the movie. It's like one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. Um, that's exaggeration. It was very boring, but it wasn't any more than that. But yeah. So that movie sucked. I think Rotten Tomatoes is a waste of fucking time. I feel like there's no way 88% of critics saw that movie and were like, "Oh yes, we like this." Like I just don't believe that. So I feel like I'm more suspect of Rotten Tomatoes after seeing that. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I haven't watched a whole lot this week. Been busy with stuff, but so
I have been on a Robert Duvall kick since his passing. What, last week?
Mhm.
So I watched like one of my favorite like kids movies with him in it, which is Secondhand Lions. It's him, Michael Caine, and Haley Joel Osment. If you haven't seen it, I think it's a fun time. Um, and it's just like a sweet, like wholesome kind of movie. And Robert Duvall is really good in it as one of the uncles. I watched Apocalypse Now. I watched The Godfather Part 2. And then I watched two movies that I don't really like that he's in. And one of them was The Judge. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I have. I also don't like it. my
Okay,
parents, my parents love it though. It's inexplicably. It's one of those movies everyone over the age of 50 loves.
No, it was only that one I didn't really like because I was just kind of I was just going off the top of my dome of what movies he was in.
Yeah.
And then the only other one I watched was Thank You for Smoking.
Oh, I love that movie, dude.
Yeah,
That
he's
is
in it.
a
He's not like a
great
big part,
movie.
but he's in it.
Oh my god, that movie's so good. That movie's one we should have if it's not already. We should have
Yeah,
that in.
that's a great.
I think
That's
you
a
told.
good
Yeah.
I'll
movie.
add it to the pool. I believe you told me more of like a. Oh, if you should watch this on your personal time
Oh, I might have recommended it
because I have it
separately.
saved on one of my tabs because I never
Okay.
He's
close any of
also
my
Robert
tabs.
Duvall. I was gonna watch this and I
Robert
couldn't find it
Duvall.
anywhere. Didn't feel like renting it. He's also in a really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called The Sixth Day, which is like just a hot garbage action movie from the early 2000s, but he's in it. So I was gonna watch it, but I didn't get around to it. And that's
Uh,
about it for me.
I haven't seen jack shit. I only watch movies for the podcast, which I think um really broadens my horizons and laser focuses myself in for just the amazing commentary that this podcast is known for, very clear perspectives and insightful thoughts and opinions. um
Hmm.
yes. So I am ready to pick the next movie here. We are back in the 1 to 100 pool. For those of you that are unaware, our movie list is so long that we had to break it up into 100 movie increments. So for those of you keeping tabs, we're on the first one, which I've
Don't
been kind of looking at, and I would call
you gonna stream
this,
it?
yeah, it's already on the Discord. I would call this the more classical wing of the pool. There's some modern hits, but there's also a lot of like good classic, well-known movies in this. Are you guys? Can you guys see this, or are we good to go?
Yep.
All right, cool.
I never watch the stream. I just wait till you guys announce it.
Oh, I like watching the Ducks.
I want to, but I don't. I'm on 2K. I don't want to.
That's
I don't
fair.
want to lose my progress.
That's fair. All right. 3, 2, 1. Got a lot of ducks here. We got the Trump duck in first place so far, 31. Nobody moving right now. Nobody really wants to win. 73. Here we go. Coming up for the bottom. Out of nowhere. 47.
47.
Rocketing up. Looks like it's going to take it.
Oh,
47 out of nowhere.
The reactions kill me.
Out of nowhere.
let me be excited for my duck race, man.
It's amazing to hear. It's like, because I know what it looks like. You know, I know it's just a bunch of
It's so
cartoon ducks.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, a bunch of cartoon ducks slowly approaching the finish line.
Here we go. The rookie, Tron Legacy. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Number 47. Galaxy Quest.
Oh my god!
Give it up for
Wow,
Galaxy
dude.
Quest.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Who
I
put
have-
that? Was that you, Jimmy?
I
It
have
has
no
to be
idea.
you.
It might have
Because-
been me. I might have put it because I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's right. It's right between Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That does seem
That
like
is me
That
then,
does
I
seem like
think.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the
Wow.
Kids was definitely me.
So give it
Oh,
up.
man.
Give it up, everybody, for Galaxy Quest.
So we're gonna have Basquiat and Galaxy Quest the next 2 weeks. Very
Fuck yeah.
interesting double feature.
Yes. That's what it's all about, folks. All right. Any final words before we head out of here?
I would have
Um,
final words, but I'm too fucking old, too fucking blind. If I was the
Remember
man, I
Sammy
would.
Jenkins.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was just gonna keep ordering rooms until you figured it out, but you never figured it out.
I was just gonna keep making podcasts until you figured it out. We've recorded this Memento podcast 5 separate.
Yeah. So join us next week as we record another episode of
Memento.
Memento.